Well, for more now on both campaigns, joining us is Sabrina Schaeffer with the Independent Women's Voice. And Sabrina, let's start with Obama's speech. What does he need to say tonight that the Democratic Party has not already heard?
Well, I think tonight is going to be just a momentous evening from every perspective. From a historical perspective, this is going to be an exciting evening to watch the first African-American receive a presidential nomination, and certainly on the anniversary of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. It's just such a poignant evening from a political perspective, from a communications perspective, and especially from a theatrical perspective. I think we can expect a lot from this evening. But most importantly, I think tonight really poses a tremendous opportunity for Barack Obama, as well as a big challenge, and that is to shift the whole tenor of this campaign and of this convention away from Barack Obama and back to the American people, because I think that's what's been left out, especially this whole week. We haven't heard a whole lot about what President Obama's agenda for the next 4 years would look like.
Sabrina, last night Bill Clinton in his speech said Obama is the man for this job. Do you think Clinton's speech last night made a difference?
You know, I think it was very good, and it was former President Clinton in his element. He really helped, I think, transition the convention away from the Clinton era of the convention and over to the Obama era. He set the stage for tonight. Whether or not he'll, secure independent voters is hard to say, but I think he gave that ringing endorsement that people were waiting for.
Well, John McCain, as you know, is expected to announce his VP tomorrow. Who do you think he needs to pick?
I think he needs to focus on choosing a fiscal conservative, and I think he needs to focus on choosing someone who's going to counter his age a little bit. One name that's floated out there, although it's not quite as popular as Governor Romney, is Eric Cantor from Virginia. I think that would be an interesting pick for a variety of reasons. But I think he would add sort of a freshness to the ticket that Senator McCain.
Who do you think he will pick, though?
It's really hard to say. I'm not sure. I would like to see someone who is going to cut our taxes and who is going to keep government at a minimum and not grow it, and who's going to help bolster, I think, Senator McCain's very strong agenda on foreign policy.
Well, the Tim Pawlenty from Minnesota, he's not a well-known figure,
Right.
compared to Romney and the others. So do you think he's a long shot?
I don't know, and a lot of people do think that there'll be a dark horse or someone who we haven't been hearing quite as much about, although Pawlenty's been in the news plenty. I think we're just going to have to wait and see, and it is interesting that this might leak out tonight. I mean, there was a time when the opposition party would definitely allow the party that's enjoying their convention to just have their few days of, to shine, and now
Right.
with the 24-hour news cycle, everything's changed. So,
well, of course, the Democratic convention is always a tough act for Republicans to follow.
Right.
Do you think they'll be able to pull it off next week?
I think they will, and I think one reason is that I think the Republicans are really pursuing this agenda of back to the American people, and I think especially after tonight's speech, we'll have to see how it goes, but this massive event in a Greek arena inside the football stadium, I think it's going to be a lot easier for Republicans to win over the hearts and minds and to connect with the American people if they keep things on a low-key note. So
we'll see.
Yeah,
Sabrina
they might have
Schaeffer. All right. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.